Welcome to TuberChat. If you have less than 10,000 subscribers, you've come to the right place. We are going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. Thank you so much for joining me. We are looking at one featured channel for today to start the show with, and this is MAH Videos. This is a dynamic creator who is back with us again and again, has probably made it to every live stream that TuberChat has done since finding us a short month or so ago. You can see there's a lot of delicious looking content here, and it's all quite unique in my own opinion. I think you'll have a good time checking that out, and I certainly hope that you will. So let me start welcoming everybody. We had a lot of people here very early, so thank you for that. The Essence of Sonia, That Blue Moon. I got to tell you about something in a quick second. It's nothing like that's a big deal, but we're going to try and experiment today, see if we can make it even easier for people to find your channel. Quinn, thank you very much. I think this is your first time, and actually, yes, I see that you did say it is your first time here, so hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the chat. I know you've been conversating a little bit with everybody. Please don't be shy. Feel free to connect with anyone at all. We're all here for the same thing. Everybody wants to connect with you. The best idea is always to go first, and the way that we connect here is leave a single emoji next to somebody's name in the chat. That lets them know that you want to connect with them. Then head to their channel and watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute long so that it registers with the YouTube algorithms. Then leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video of at least a couple of full sentences so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters, and give the creator a thumbs up, because we should always be doing that for each other. And then subscribe to them and come back into the chat here and leave a double emoji next to their name. That lets them know that you have secured that connection the right way, and then say something about the video that you watched so that they can find your comment easily and turn around and do the same thing for your channel. And Switnessy, thank you very much. I don't know if you're still here. And Nisha James, thank you very much for coming in as well. I tried adding your channel last time to our approved users, and your comments are still getting held up. So if you find yourself out there trying to get into a chat and your messages are not being seen, you have to find a way to get to the host, maybe with Instagram or some other way to let them know. I'm afraid you might be getting stuck in a few places. But either way, you're good here. We just simply approve the messages. I don't know if you know exactly what I mean, but I can show you when it comes up if we'd like. Minty Chocolate Chip, thanks for coming in. Georgia Bulldogs, always wonderful to see you, and thank you for joining me earlier as well. Correct Code 6, it's good to have you back, so thank you very much. Zelda Master John is always with us. Thank you very much for coming in. Some of these are previously featured channels from TuberChat. And Gaya's Life in Toronto, thank you for coming in again. Thrifty Essentials, good to have you back. Thank you very much. Jaden Sue is always with us, so thank you very much, Jaden, for supporting all over the place, both on my personal channel and here in TuberChat. Tealtube, it's good to have you back. King Tash Family Vlogs, it's been a little while, but I'm happy to have you back. Daniel Live Forever, thank you very much. Apostle Edgar Kapanga, thank you very much for coming back in. FIFA World and Other Gaming. Oh, you changed your name. FIFA World Other Gaming. Why does it not say and? Did you purposely change that, or was something up that made you have to do that? Moods and Mimosas, thanks for coming back again. Hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting already. Tealtube, yep, thank you. D Turner Gaming, David, thank you very much for coming in again and for supporting me on my lunch stream. Kristen and I went out for a lunch date today in Niagara Falls at a really nice restaurant, and we did a stream just to kind of show everybody what's available there. The Essence of Sonia, thank you very much. I know you were here very early, so thanks for coming back in. Mishana, thanks for coming back. I had a good time hanging out with you last night on your live stream. Michael Anchor's Music, good to see you again. And it's me, Wanston. Yes, honey. There we go. Thank you very much for coming in. It's me, Wanston. Yes, honey. Live streams almost every single day, and I get in there as often as I can. Yeah, Okay, I got to do a little house cleaning in the background here. Oh, thank you, FIFA World. Oh, sorry, I asked you, and I wonder if did you respond and I didn't get it? Nothing but real love from NYC. That's right. That's from FIFA World Other Gaming. Yes, sorry. If you answered me, I'm so sorry because I missed it already. What happened with that? Did you have to change the and in your name? Because it was FIFA World and Other Gaming. I know that channel very well. Media Star for Life. Oh, Meta Star for Life. Sorry, thank you. I believe you've been here before, so thank you very much. And Uya Alejo. I wonder if I'm pronouncing that even close to right. Uya Alejo. I hope so. But welcome. Hopefully you feel welcome here. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. I know it's your first time with us, but please don't be shy. Everybody's here to connect. We all want the same thing. I got to, okay, you have to forgive me. I got to do something right away. Everybody can hopefully have a good time connecting. You'll have to forgive me. I work in another window sometimes on the computer. MAH Videos, thank you very much. Yep, we're having a chance. FIFA World Other Gaming, that's cool. Jaden Sue and MAH Videos, I'm always good, living the dream, as you can see. Jazzy Nicole, thanks for coming back in. Mickey404, thanks for coming in as well. Becky Peters, good to have you back. Thank you for coming in also. And then, oh yeah, David from D Turner Gaming is multitasking. Mickey404 probably is too, but that's okay. SV Baby, thank you for coming back in again. And then just pardon me, everybody, continue connecting with each other. I'm just doing something in the background here. I forgot to adjust something. And then, Quinn is back. So hopefully you heard me welcome you. I know it's your first time, but thank you for coming in. I know you were here early. But thank you very much. Hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody in the chat that you'd like to. And then Ace Flaw 1, thank you for coming in. Tina Zone, thank you for coming back in again. Victoria's Smile, you've been here before, haven't you? It may have only been once, and forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but I think so. I got to once in a while. See, a couple of weeks ago, I had a problem with one of the. I think it was one of the robots in the chat. I added a new feature and it banned a bunch of our people. So it's okay. We fixed it. Some of you might have been here for that. It was kind of comical, but anyways, it's all been set for a little while. But the problem is, I delete all my banned users and I deleted all of my moderators, which is fine. We don't need a lot of moderators here anyway. But the banned users were gone, and unfortunately, I'm not going to remember all the banned channels. But when I see one that comes in, because I know that they don't connect correctly, then I got to make sure that I take care of them, because I don't want anybody here to have to spend time working with a channel that's not going to come back and support you or not going to return at least the subscription. So there's a trick while you're live streaming, and I'm 99% sure about this, but if you could just ban a channel if you have to. If somebody's like doing undesirable behavior, you can ban them right in the chat. Everybody sees that because it says this person has been hidden. You can wait until their last message goes all the way up in the chat so you can't see it anymore, and that can kind of help. But as well, what you could do is grab the person's channel and add them to the hidden users from behind, and then in the back of YouTube Studio, and then they don't actually see that they were removed. They're just automatically removed. So thank you, everybody, for your patience while I'm trying to do that and do two things at once. And that blue moon, I'm going to try something in 1 second here. Philly Girl, thank you for coming in. That's our featured channel for tomorrow. Okay, that's cool, Philly Girl. I appreciate all the time that you've spent. Yeah, that blue moon, it's nothing big. I'm going to show you something in a second. Casper to y'all, thank you for coming in. I think this is your first time here, so hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, a lot of channels that'll be willing to connect with you. Everybody's here for the same thing. We all want to connect, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like to in the chat. The best idea is always to go first. Follow the instructions on the bottom of the screen, and you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time, if that's what you'd like. In a couple of moments, I'll go over our procedure here and the way that we connect with everybody so that you can make sure that you're maximizing your time here. And in the meantime, I'm just going to show something to that blue moon. Evadarl TV. I wonder if I'm pronouncing that right. Is it Eve Darl TV or Evadarl TV? And Team TVV Clan, thanks for coming in. Cozy Relaxation. It's always good to have you here. So thank you very much for coming back in as well. PA, always good to see you. So thank you for coming in, and thank you for supporting me earlier today on my other channel. Yeah, Evadarl TV. We're all here to grow, as a matter of fact. And what we do, we focus on loyal and dedicated supporters. I hope this works. That blue moon, I just put a command in the chat, and I'm hoping, there it is. Okay, so if you don't mind, that blue moon, can you try for me, please? It probably won't allow it for another 5 minutes now, but I added a command. So hopefully you see what I did from my personal channel there, Kevin K, where you just type an exclamation mark and then that blue moon all in capital letters, and within a few seconds, Nightbot will drop your link. So it's not going to allow you to do it more than once every 5 minutes, but it will allow you to do it that often. So if somebody wants, is wanting to connect with you, then instead of Nightbot just throwing your link out when it doesn't, nobody's looking at that moment, this way you'll be able to control it. So I'll try to remember in 5 minutes from now, and then we can give that a try, and that should make things a little bit easier on you. I hope so. That blue moon is an unbelievably supportive channel, and because they're growing and don't have 1,000 subscribers yet, but they have a popular name, sometimes it can be hard to find that channel, and I want to make it as easy for everybody to connect with them as possible. Cabera Gachuyi, thanks for coming back in. And, oh, thank you, Casper, to y'all for sharing out. Yes, if you could, then I would love it if anybody could, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or Reddit, anywhere else, share and give a thumbs up if you haven't already. Real giveaway guy, yes. As a matter of fact, we just connected, and you are a person of your word to come in today and visit. So I hope that you like what you see in TuberChat, and we can count on you coming and visiting again. The Dude Rocks is here. The Dude Rocks is an unbelievably dynamic channel, as is Metrosonic. I know that your birthday's coming up. I forget whether it was, I think, August 18th or 19th, but I did make a note of it when you were talking about it, August 19th. So, oh no, sorry, it's not your birthday. That's your 14th anniversary on YouTube. But I wanted to make a note of it so that when we get around to an episode that's close to that, we can help you celebrate. Thank you very much, Casper, to y'all. It's moving a little bit fast right now. We only stream on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So Friday tends to be a very busy day because we've been off for 3 days. But hopefully you've got plenty of people to connect with here because it's your first time. And then Evadarl TV, everybody wants to go with you, so please don't be shy. The best idea is always to go first. Reach out to anybody that you'd like to connect with them here in the chat, and they will turn around and they will do the same thing for your channel. I'm so sorry, Quinn. I should have mentioned. So when it comes to connecting, a lot of people, we don't, this is not a sub for sub network. We don't simply subscribe and then get people to subscribe to us because it doesn't help. When you get monetized, nobody's going to watch your videos, and that's not what we're here for in TuberChat. This is a community of loyal and dedicated supporters. but we can't use words like subscribe and sub for sub and that kind of stuff because we don't want to violate YouTube's terms of service or community guidelines. And it's very clear in there that that's not allowed. What we do, though, everybody here is willing to connect, but everybody does expect you to connect back. So the best idea is to visit a channel, decide if you want to connect with them. We basically subscribe to everybody at TuberChat, but that's up to you. If you enjoy a channel, watch a video, leave a comment, give a thumbs up, subscribe to them, come back here, let them know that you did that, and then they will turn around and subscribe to you as well. That's kind of how we do it. Since we can't say those words, what we do is we say, would you like to dance with me? Or I've been to your house and I left footprints there, or I left you a package, or things like that. It all means the same thing. It means I've been to your house and I subscribed to you, and I'm expecting you to go and do the same thing for me, as well as leaving a meaningful comment and giving a thumbs up. Oh, yes, and Georgia Bulldogs, too. I got to give you the same thing. Casper, to y'all, yes. What you'll find as, for anybody that's new in the chat, what you'll find as I talk about channels that come in the chat and channels that I put up on the screen, you'll hear the stories I tell about the creators behind these channels, and you'll start to realize what a community we really do have here. People who are genuinely supporting each other, people who are visiting each other's live streams, watching each other's videos, not just in the coming days, but weeks, months, and hopefully eventually years. TuberChat's been running about 3 months now, and there are some people who are here as often as they can be. You'll learn a bit more about that as we go on. But I'll describe our process in another second. And forgive me, everybody, because I get so far behind in the chat. Yes, Metrosonic. I made a note of it because I knew it was important. So I got to look at a calendar and see if we're going to stream that day or if we have to do something before or after. But I think what I'll do is I will have your channel featured either that day or the episode before or after, because it's quite an accomplishment to have been here for 14 years. And Metrosonic is back with us, you know, again and again here at TuberChat. They're a supporter and genuine and loyal, and I want to recognize that kind of generosity as well. Oh, Switnessy sent you, Casper, to y'all. Thank you very much. Switnessy's a wonderful channel of her own, but she's also a friend, somebody who's been back supporting me both here and on my personal channel. I'll leave a chat I'll leave a message in the chat. Occasionally from my personal channel, if you want to connect with me there, my name's Kevin K. And forgive me because I get quite far behind in the chat occasionally. Slimmerastic, thank you for coming in. It must be your first time here, so forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. And Georgia Bulldogs, I wanted to show you something. So I'm going to type an exclamation mark in the words Georgia Bulldogs, all one word, and if I'm lucky, Nightbot is going to drop your link in a couple of seconds. What this allows me to do is instead of Nightbot just throwing it out there, not at the moment that anybody's looking for it, you'll be able to get it to do that whenever you want. So whenever you need your link because somebody can't find you, you just type that command. There's only 2 channels in the chat that have this feature. It's That Blue Moon and Georgia Bulldogs. And it's not because of favoritism or anything like that. They are wonderfully loyal supporters, not to mention they have done for TuberChat selfless acts and this and that. They're generous. It's not that. It's because they both have channels with popular names, and they're a little bit hard to find in the chat sometimes. And I don't want anybody to miss subscribing to these channels because they are so generous, because they are so loyal. So now hopefully that makes it a little bit easier. So hopefully you caught that, Georgia Bulldogs. But whenever you need your link, please don't use it, you and That Blue Moon, if you don't need it. But when you need it, it's there for you now. And then the Dude Rocks, thank you very much. Business Basics with Mr. Long. Great to see you back in the chat again. My, oh my. Thank you, everybody, so much for the support today because we are moving fast. There's plenty of people in the chat to connect with. Everybody's here for the same thing. So please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you like. And of course, the way that we connect here is to simply leave a single emoji next to somebody's name in the chat. That lets them know that you want to connect with them. Then visit their channel, watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute long so that it registers with the YouTube algorithms. Leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video of at least a couple of full sentences so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters. Then give the creator a thumbs up, because we should always be doing that for each other. And then subscribe to them and come back into the chat here. Leave a double emoji of any kind next to their name. That lets them know that you have secured that connection the right way. Then say something about the video that you watched so that they can turn around and find your comment easily, and then do the same thing for your channel. Oh, thank you, Georgia Bulldogs. Okay, I will have a look. Evidarl TV, best idea is just to go first. Please reach out to any channel that you want to in the chat. Visit their channel, watch a video from them, leave them a comment, give them a thumbs up, and then subscribe to them. And when you're done, come back here and let them know that you did, and then they will turn around and do the same thing for you. So forgive me, yes, for everybody that's new, we don't use the word subscribe or subbed or any of that stuff. So lots of people will say to you they left you a package, or they danced with you, or they visited your house, or things like that. It all means the same thing. It means they've gone to your channel, subscribed to you, watched a video, and left a comment, and hopefully a thumbs up. Jazzy Nicole, hopefully I welcomed you. Okay, Tinazone, thank you very much. Mr. Naz, is that the real Mr. Naz? Because I am so happy to see you. It has been, I don't know how long since you've been here, and I was wondering if you have another channel. I was 99% sure that you might have another channel that you're working on, and I wanted to mention it when you came in, but I'm happy to see you. Mr. Naz adds a very much needed entertaining flair of personality to tuberchat. But oh, you haven't been online for quite some time. Okay, I could be wrong about that, but thank you for coming in very much. I would hate for anybody not to come to tuberchat for a little while and feel like you weren't missed. You know, it's unfortunate when you're not here that I can't tell you how much I appreciate the time that everybody's spending, especially because there are now like 37 million channels to choose from on YouTube, and that's just if you're on YouTube. So I appreciate every minute that everybody spends both here and on my personal channel, and I would hate for you to not know that. Mr. Naz, I think you came in one day, as a matter of fact, and just said hello, but I missed it in the chat, and I only saw it afterwards. I must have gone through the replay or whatever, and I felt terrible. But anyway, I'm glad that you're here, and I'm glad that I could let you know that I'm happy about that. Thank you, Real Giveaway Guy. I appreciate all the kind words that everybody gives us occasionally. You lost your Twitter account, Jada. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, Nisha James. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yes, hopefully sometimes during the chats we get into, or during the streams, we get into tutorials as well, so that we can learn a little bit and share knowledge between ourselves about YouTube algorithms, dressing up our front page, swapping playlists. I think Business Insider, I'm saying the name of the channel wrong. Where did he go? And sorry, Georgia Bulldogs, I am about to look at your thing on Instagram. I can't believe how fast we're moving today. So forgive me, everybody. If I've missed anything that you've said that you meant for me to read, I'm so sorry. We're doing fantastic today. So that's good news. If there's anything that you wanted to address that I didn't catch, it's business basics. That's it. Business basics with Mr. Long. The Glass Shadow X, thank you for coming in. Oh, Nisha James. Yeah, thank you. I think you were here earlier. You might have gone and come back, but thank you for coming back in. The real giveaway guy. I love breakdancing. Love breakdancing. That's all I did for like 3 years in grade school. Every before school, every recess, lunch, after school, weekends. That's all I did. I had a humongous Skittle blaster that I could barely carry on my arm, and it was really something else. Oh, okay, Mr. Naz. Oh dear, you don't have a lot of luck with these YouTube channels. Okay, sorry, I was just going to look for something as well. And thank you, Nisha James, for the kind words as well. Jaden was asking, who wants to swap playlist? And Business Basics was mentioning swapping playlists as well. So if you would like to swap playlists with other creators for the purpose of gaining watch hours, it's a simple collaboration. You're just running a playlist for them. They're running a playlist for you. You could do it while you sleep, while you work, while you eat, while you go on TuberChat, or anything else that you do. If you have an extra device or if you have to use your own, however you want to do it, it's very simple. Just say in the chat you are willing to swap playlists, or I am willing to swap playlists, and other creators will reach out to you, and you're free to make those arrangements as you'd like with anybody. I am way behind with playlist arrangements too. I think I've got at least 3 people that I'm behind because I'm running playlists now, and I got myself into a couple that are a little bit extra long. Nisha James. Oh, Jamaica. So the time is different. Yes. And I'm so sorry, Georgia Bulldogs. I am going to get to Instagram, I promise. Okay, thank you, thank you, David, very much for letting me know. Okay, thank you, Nisha James. Yes, it seems that that you are. So if anybody wants to connect with Nisha James, then it's likely that she's going to get back to you afterwards. And I better actually look at this now that I think of it. I'm so sorry, Georgia Bulldogs. Wow, we are moving fast today. Oh, no, it's... Okay, sorry, everybody. I just wanted to get to something. If there's ever anything in the chat that you think that I need to address, that you don't want to say in the chat or shouldn't be, it's not appropriate or something like that, that's fine. Or if you just want to reach out to me after TuberChat or the next day or things like that, TuberChat is available on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Instagram is always the best, and I try to keep it beside me so that I can get to messages if I need to. Oh, thank you, Nisha James. Yes, I changed the banner on our homepage, and I'll just show you. Oh, let me go to TuberChat's homepage. That should be logged in on the. It's logged in on the wrong account, of course. Have to head out a moment. Make it back. Okay, thank you very much, Quinn. Thank you for letting me know. The essence of Sonia, embracing everyday realities. Thanks for coming in. Forgive me for not welcoming you earlier. Real giveaway guy, thank you very much. My goodness. how Nisha James, you're asking how to start your live and be safe with the remarks in it. Are you talking about people saying the wrong things in the chat? And sorry, I've lost my train of thought. But yes, we were talking about the days of the week. I added it to the banner finally after 3 months. I managed to get it done. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday right now. I do other things Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so it's impossible for me to live stream those days on TuberChat. But if there comes a day in the coming months that I can add more, then I will. But for now, it's always Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, unless I have a family engagement or, and the other thing is that I change the times every week so that we can meet people from different time zones. So I wonder if that's what you mean, Nisha James, because I do have an answer for you if you mean for people not to say the wrong things in the chat. That's why I don't have a lot of rules here, because we got it covered. And I don't have a lot of moderators either. Saul P. Motors, thank you for coming in. Forgive me for not welcoming you a little bit earlier. And Louisiana Boy James, it's good to see you again. Saul, we have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Hopefully you feel welcome. Everybody here wants to connect. We're all here for the same thing. So please don't be shy. Reach out to any creator that you want to in the chat. Follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, and you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. I should start winding up the wheel here. Apostle Edgar Kapanga, I will make sure to return that afterwards. And Jaden, I have a feel your playlist. We should talk about your playlist offline or on Instagram if you'd like to, because I know that your playlist might be long, but you must have a playlist that contains only your own videos. So I want to have a look and see, maybe I can offer a little bit of help to make sure that you're doing things so that you can maximize your time. And then forgive me, everybody, for falling behind. Everybody wants to connect, so please don't be shy. Okay, thank you, Tina Zone. Oh, that blue moon, everybody's YouTube glitches all the time. But right now, there's a stripe right across the, let me see if it's there right now. There might be a stripe right across your YouTube Studio dashboard, if you could be on a computer that tells you. Let's see right now. I saw it earlier today, and it was saying some data was missing. I'll look at the analytics and see what happens. So the stripe is not coming up right now, but sometimes at the top of this page, you get this stripe that comes up, and it says that some data is missing, but it seems to me that there's always data missing. There's always something going on. Not that I want to be negative or anything like that, but it's often that we have glitches and problems and things like that. So I wouldn't worry about it too much unless you see something that really carries on. You just always have to assume that you have a little bit more than YouTube says you have at the moment. And the analytics usually take 3 days, 72 hours to settle. So you won't get an accurate count on what views or subscribers or watch time you got today for about 3 days after today. The numbers will keep changing and changing and changing. But it happens to everybody. It's me, Wanston. Yes, honey. It's me, Wanston is a wonderfully dedicated and loyal supporter who has been here for almost every single live stream since TuberChat has started. And then as well, It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey offers the idea of making channel banners for people. If you need that, then you can hit up It's Me Wanston, Yes Honey and talk about maybe having Wanston do that for you. Thank you, That Blue Moon, for all the kind words that you say. I hope that what I've done today with the link is going to help. Becky Peters, everybody wants to dance, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like. The best idea is always to go first. Follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, and people will get back to you certainly. Yeah, that happens, That Blue Moon. It happens all the time. The trouble that YouTube doesn't ever tell us who we're losing or why or when they're from, and they're constantly purging. So it seems all the time people are losing subscribers, but what could happen? We don't know if those are subscribers from yesterday or if they're subscribers from 6 months ago. The only thing you can do is always be doing your part to make sure your connections are really, really solid. So when I talk about like leaving genuine comments that are long, like a couple of sentences, making sure you watch a video in full of at least 1 minute long, not just a minute of any video. As long as you're doing your part, that's the best you can do. As much as I try to let everybody know who comes through here that they must follow these procedures or they could lose a connection, we know that not everybody's going to do it. Some people aren't even listening to me on the stream, and there's no problem with that. Lots of people have the volume off. There are people who are leaving because you come in to connect with somebody, but if you're on a phone, you have to leave to go to their channel and connect properly and come back. So a lot of people don't even hear most of the stuff that I say, and that's okay. I like to be as helpful as I can when people are here and if they want to know, so we can share knowledge together. But like I said, the best idea is always to do, as long as you're always doing your part, then you will eventually be fine. Most of the things on YouTube we have to do are almost like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, right? You know you need 1,000 subscribers, so you really need 1,100. You know you need 4,000 hours of watch time, so you really need 5,000. But as long as you just aim for those 2 goals, we only have to go through this once. Once you're there, you're there. But it happens to everybody, I promise you. You'll hear me talk about it again and again and again and again and again. Live chat and gaining hours, Nisha James. Okay, I can do what I can. Essence of Sonia, yes, 13 people a couple days ago. Yeah, it happens all the time. You can actually see when I'm talking about like our analytics and stuff, you'll see very often I'll pull up the analytics for either tuberchat or my own channel, and you'll see them change too. It's all documented. It's all, video evidence now that I've put it on live stream and this and that. But you can see it happens to everybody. And it's so unfortunate and it's frustrating. And I promise you, it does drive me just as bananas as everybody else. But this is the world we live in. Ultimately, you're going to get the 1,000 that you need. You're going to get your hours. And eventually, your channel's going to get to a point that it grows organically much more than you ever see the losses. You won't even notice anymore. Because when you're getting 10 subscribers a day, you're not going to be upset if you lose one. You know what I mean? Not from the way things are moving today. So I hope that what I say is somewhat encouraging or motivating or whatever you want to put, or at least put your mind at ease. And then thank you, Nisha James. So when it comes to live streaming, yeah, cozy relaxation. The other thing too, it's not always YouTube purging. It could be people not connecting properly. We have a lot of new people that come through TuberChat. There's probably every weekend, I would bet that there's about 40 new people, if not sometimes even more, that come through that have never been to TuberChat before. Some of them come, leave one message and leave because they either don't like it or they don't understand or they don't want to do it or whatever. And that's fine too. But there are lots of people who come in that come from other, let's say, sub for sub networks. There's a lot of great growth streams out there. We've met a lot of them. I try to introduce you to my friends and the ones that I like and the ones that I trust. But there are tons and tons of them out there. And some people are just firing through numbers as fast as they can. They don't understand the importance of the things, even if they did hear me say, like, leave a genuine comment of at least a couple of sentences. It sounds like a bunch of baloney. There's so many rules out there that all the hosts are saying that it's hard for anybody to take all of them seriously. So the problem is everybody's just kind of deciding what they want to do or not do. I'm not even saying I'm right. I'm not a Google engineer. I don't work on the algorithms, unfortunately. The best I can do is take all the information I learn from all the people I choose to believe and respect, and all of us here inside TuberChat. I told you I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. and I just forward off to everybody else the best information that I have. Hopefully I'll get some feedback and the information will get better and better, and we'll all grow stronger and stronger. Yeah, Jazzy Nicole, you're right. You do your part, and it just happens sometimes. And then that helps. Real giveaway guy, you're absolutely right. Thumbnail, title, description, and tags. Yes, everybody's got to learn how to maximize those. It's very simple. You can type in how to do it. I will do some tutorials eventually. I don't know when I'm ever going to get around to it, but I'm planning on making lots of tutorials for TuberChat, not with my long speeches, but very simple so that you can learn how to do things quickly or just go back for reference, get things done in 3 minutes. And I'll do that as soon as I can get around to it. And Nisha James, I'm not forgetting what we're talking about. The chat is just moving unbelievably fast for me today. And then Apostle Edgar Kapanga says, as long as you gain more than you lose, it's fine. Keep growing. Absolutely, yes. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Shattered Soul, good to see you back again. Forgive me if I haven't welcomed anybody that's come into the chat. I'm constantly falling behind. Nisha James, if the person has a 20-second video, that's all they have. If they give them, oh, probably, yes. No, okay. Let me, I never, ever, ever am going to be dishonest in any way. But I will tell you when I may bend the truth, but it's only in everybody's best interest. So my understanding, the people who I learned from 7 months ago that were teaching me about how they connect and all the hosts that I respect that are now good friends and things like that, they said that the rule is 30 seconds that you must watch. So I say a minute, knowing that most people don't have the patience to watch a full minute. If I tell you a minute, you only watch 46 seconds, hopefully it's going to stick. Now, I do what I say, so when I'm out there, when you see me in other live streams and when I'm connecting with people in places like TuberChat with my friends, I absolutely watch a video of over a minute every single time. If it has to be 2 or 3 or 4 minutes, I watch that video in full, and it's never less than 60 seconds. Now, if somebody only has 20 seconds or if somebody does not have any videos, there are supporters out there who don't have videos, but they're building up their subscribers first. Not that I recommend it, but that's what they're doing, and it's fine, right? Then you don't have a choice. The best you could do is subscribe. You hope that it sticks. You leave a nice comment for them. Give them a thumbs up to try to solidify it. If you do them as much as you can for everybody else, you will find that eventually you will have everything that you want out of YouTube. And sorry, I know you asked me about live streams, and I will talk about that stuff as well. Yeah, Zelda Master John, absolutely. As long as you give more than you are expecting. This is why I feature channels, and this is why I tell the stories that I do, because so long ago, I met so many generous creators. That's what inspired the idea behind TuberChat. So I started it because I said there's so many generous creators out there. I'll bet you that I can start a network based on this and have a real community. And just like, you know, there are many others, and that's fine. But I think if like that, we can focus on genuine, loyal supporters. And you hear by the stories that I tell that it's working out just fine. There are so many generous creators here. That's why I feature them. That's why I put a lot of focus on that. That's why I have other things built like our Twitter list and other recognizing that I intend to do when I talk about channels, especially, and I mention how generous they are or how loyal or how dedicated and things like that. So that people understand, and then through me, hopefully, those generous creators will get even more than they would have because I'm relaying their story for them. If you just tell everybody that you're generous, I don't know how many people are going to believe you, but if I tell them that I know that you are generous, well, they're hearing it from me. Same as if you tell people that I'm generous, they will believe you, right? That's the hope, anyway. That's the hope. Absolutely, Apostle Edgar Kapanga. And that will surprise you sometimes. Zelda Master John, absolutely, yes. Sometimes people will surprise you. and they will come up, and I'll show you, for example, for those of you who like what I'm doing with TuberChat and the things that I'm doing and are like happy with everything and the way it's going here, you will see, and I bet you this often, should you have more content or live streams in your channel? Actually, that's a great question. I don't put a lot of comments on the screen, but I want to make sure I address that. When you look at our front page, so first of all, we have featured creators, and this is a collaboration anybody can do, and I talk about this all the time. But also on the front page, we have That Blue Moon has made a video just for TuberChat. So it is a shout out video, but it's only about us. And then Georgia Bulldogs has done the same thing, a video just about TuberChat. And underneath that, Georgia Bulldogs inspired the idea of me even putting these on the front page because I wasn't expecting it. It was a generous thing that they did, and they just did this. So then I also have a shelf now for people who have done regular shout-out videos. You've seen them probably before where creators will mention 4, 5, 6, or 10 channels, whatever it is. I make videos like that too on my personal channel, and they have mentioned TuberChat. So those videos, now I have a shelf for those at the bottom of the screen here too. And the reason why is because I want those creators to be recognized for their generosity. When you come to TuberChat's front page, and I'm not here, so it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and we're not live streaming, and you've just got that itch, you want to connect with generous creators, you know that anybody that I've collaborated with on the featured channels collaboration is probably good to go. You could watch any replay, but as well, on the front page, you know that these are extremely generous creators, at least with TuberChat. So we put a lot of focus on that. Pardon me for 1 second. Sorry, I meant to mute my mic and I didn't. Sorry about that. Thank you, Mr. Naz. Sometimes they tell you that they left you cookies, but you don't see logo in their list. Is it possible they did? So yes, let me show you something. This is very, very, very important if you're concerned that people are not subscribing to you. So when we go to channels here and you look, you see subscriptions. But if people have featured channels, your subscriptions are only going to show the first 12 or whatever number this is. I think it's 12, right? Yeah, it's only going to show the first 12. So it looks like it's not changing. If you go to subscriptions like this, the page will refresh, and then you'll see all of the subscriptions for that channel. And as you keep going, it changes and changes and changes. None of these are in any kind of an order. It's not alphabetical. It's not chronological. It's not based on the date that I connected to them. You'll see a lot of familiar faces here, but there's a lot of other channels in here that I have subscribed to and may have subscribed to me, but have not made it in. There's Lava House Family. I think they were here today. There's Metrosonic that we were talking about earlier. Anyway, so maybe that can be of help, because here is where you can check. Now, if I don't expect a lot of people have subscribed to thousands of channels like I do on TuberChat and with my personal channel, but I knew what I was doing when I did that. There's no way for me to find anybody anymore. It's out of control, right? But when you go to somebody's channel, it shouldn't be too hard to go through their stuff and see if they actually subscribe to you, if they have their subscriptions public. If they don't, then that's another story. And I would advise anybody, please make your subscriptions public. It doesn't matter. Nobody's looking. I don't even think anybody looks at this page anyway. I don't think anybody inspects everybody else's subscriptions and says, I don't want to subscribe to this person because of the people they subscribe to. I just don't believe for a second that that happens as often as people may think it does. But I could be wrong, of course. That's just an opinion. And then, so you have more videos, Jaden? That's great. Watch like 4 minutes, ads in full. And that's a good idea, Nisha James. Yes, you can take your time, because I know some creators who specifically take their time, and they'll tell me, like, the reason that they subscribed to me was because somebody referred them to me that they trust. So they hand pick who they subscribe to. They don't just like want to grow fast and subscribe to everybody. And there's nothing wrong with any of it at all. You can see the relationships that are starting to be built here. This is why I push everybody so much for swapping playlists as well. When you swap playlists with another creator, no matter how small it is, a friendship has started because you have traded favors. And now you have somebody who's a supporter of you even more than just your subscription. And a friendship can flourish from that. I have different creators that I talk to on Instagram now, some on the phone. And then, forgive me, I always get behind in the chat. So MAH videos, I put this on because I wanted to make sure I catch your question. And then as well, Nisha James, you were asking about live streams. Oh, yes. So cozy relaxation. Yes. So, so that might be an answer. If the subscriptions are public and you're not coming up in their subscriptions, I would give it a couple of minutes, just because you never know with YouTube's different servers all over the world. We're all in different time zones and countries and stuff like that. It can actually take a few seconds for things sometimes to work. But you can always hit somebody up again and say, I don't see your package. You know what I mean? Or, you know, are you sure you left it? And this and that. And that can be helpful as well, as long as you're very polite about it. Now, cozy relaxation, I expect always is going to be polite, because I'm starting to get to know them a little bit better. We talk outside on Instagram and things like that as well. But one of the things we always have to be careful of, texting, anywhere on the internet, email, in these chats and everything else, when you type something, there's no tone of voice. And I've been caught many times saying something in a chat that somebody took offensively, and there was no offense intended, but the tone of voice is not there to accompany the words. So people sometimes can find it demanding. But if you can find a way to let somebody know, hey, I want to double check on your package or something else, then that can make sure that person's going to either follow through, or it could be a matter of a few seconds. Hopefully that's helpful, everything that I've said. I'm not sure. I know I dance around a lot. And now my chat is stuck. So I'll try to catch up in a few minutes. I'm far behind, of course. MAH was asking, should we have more content or more live streams? So this is opinion for you, based on everything I've learned. What I advise everybody is, as fast as you can, get to the point that you're putting out one piece of quality content per week, preferably a video. Should be putting one video per week. And it's not up to me to decide what quality is. That's up to you. But you put a quality piece of content up every single week as a minimum. Then, as well, you want to get into live streaming if you can and if you want to. Not everybody wants to, and that's fine too. But every channel has two audiences. So there are some people who enjoy live streams, and there are some people who enjoy videos. Some of all of those people enjoy both, but not everyone. My bet would be about 1/3, but that's just a bet. That's just what I think. It's not necessarily right, and it's not based on any scientific fact or algorithm analytics or anything like that. I'm just guessing, but that's me being a social media guy for the last 25 years or whatever it is, saying not everybody likes both. You know that, right? But some people do like both, but there are definitely people who will watch videos and definitely people who will watch streams. So if you can do both, it's best. Embracing everyday realities. Thank you for coming back. Caroline Eats All. I don't know if I ever welcomed you today, but thank you. Mr. Fulton Miraz, thank you very much. You just shared us out. You have a special announcement for everyone today. You're auditioning for American Idol on August 28th, and that's fantastic. Are you Okay, are you? I wonder if I'm confused about that. Your Mr. Fulton Mraz is going to audition for American Idol, which is fantastic. That's great news. And then I wonder if you mean you're going to do it on, if you're going to audition on August 28th. Did I ever welcome Miss Shanna? I hope so. Yes, I did, because I mentioned your live stream from last night. Oh, that's okay, Jaden. Sometimes, even when a channel is monetized, sometimes ads will come up, but sometimes they won't. It's not always. It's not. YouTube makes, first of all, the best decision on whether an ad is appropriate or not. And secondly, there may not be 100% inventory. So YouTube is pushing out, I forget if it's a billion hours per minute or per hour or something like that. YouTube is getting more views than Netflix now, maybe, apparently. An article that I kind of skimmed over earlier today or yesterday. Anyway, because there's so much being watched, there may not be as many advertisers ready with advertisements as there is views right now. So it fluctuates, right? So I wouldn't be concerned about it, but thank you. But I'm sure everything's fine, everything's running. But thank you for telling me, though, because this is the only way we're ever going to know if something's wrong, right? If somebody sees your channel and sees that something is not there that should be there. So, you know, hopefully we can all do that for each other as well. They are public, makes them a bit more trustworthy for this line of getting to know people. Apostle Edgar Kapanga, I absolutely agree. Yes. Oh, and Michael's Adventures, never late. So thank you very much. It's never late. I appreciate every moment that you spend here and on my personal channel. Lily Mag Cabello. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. And the family of Litation. Good to see you again. Thank you very much. Lily Mag Cabello. It's probably your first time here, so forgive me if I'm wrong about that, but hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of we have a lot of dynamic creators in the house, and I just see, forgive me, and thank you, Correct Code 6, for the kind words. I just see Nisha James saying you're at work and took your lunchtime to come here, and that's how much you value the information. So thank you. I'm hoping that I can be helpful. I know that I dance around a lot between subjects, and I'm very passionate about this, so my speeches get really long. I know that. But I learn from creators of all sizes every day, both on YouTube and off. And all I want to do is share that information so that you can add it to what you already know and what you're going to continue to learn so that you can make the best decisions for your own channel. And then I appreciate all the feedback and the information that gets shared here in tuberchat and with me offline so that I can continue to get better every day as well. We all want our channels to grow strong and solidly. It's one thing to say we want to be monetized. It's another thing to say, well, how long do you want that monetization to last? Do you want it to constantly grow? Are you looking for income? Are you looking to fund a business? Are you looking for something else? Even with the subscribers, even with the views, we need it strong and solid. Pardon me for 1 second. Do you need anything? No, thank you. Okay, pardon me, everybody. And Mr. Nav still here. Thank you. Yeah, that blue moon, I never saw that video yet, how to lose weight. I need to see it. Maybe my eyes averted themselves when I saw it because I know I need to lose weight. But I did notice that. Caroline Eatsall, I think, was just mentioning that. I'm glad everybody's having a good time connecting. Forgive me for getting so far behind in the chat, but trying to catch up. My goodness, we are just flying today. So thank you, everybody. And I should, oh, you're going to be auditioning for August 28th. Okay, that's fantastic, Mr. Fulton Mraz. So after 7 minutes of ads, Michael's Adventures, thank you very much. Yes, I know that some of these ads can be lengthy. I don't know if there's a cap. I really don't know, or if any video can be made into an advertisement. I mean, there's got to be a limit somewhere, but I believe I've seen them as high as 5 minutes, but I could be wrong. Each one I'm saying. And then Evidarl TV. Yeah, please reach out to anybody that you'd like to in the chat. The best idea is always to go first. The Zeophobic 73 channel, thank you for coming in. Always good to have you here. Forgive me for anybody I haven't welcomed. I tend to get behind in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as you're still active, I will certainly get to you. The Master Gaming, thank you for coming in. I think this is your first time here. And forgive me if I'm wrong about that. Janae Gaming or Janae Gaming, thank you for coming in. You've been here before. I'm 99% sure about that. I thought you were just here actually last weekend. And thank you, That Blue Moon, for the kind words you always give. I'm glad everybody's having a good time connecting. MAH videos. Today's going to go down in history as the longest feature for a single channel on any episode of TuberChat ever. It's an hour in, and I haven't even put a name on the wheel yet. That's amazing. I was saying not too long ago, I might have to rethink the wheel because I don't know if the wheel's going to survive the growth of TuberChat right now. And I really appreciate everything everybody's doing. Every time you share, every time you talk about it, every time you come here and spend time and give us thumbs up and help with watch hours and stuff like that, you're helping TuberChat in the algorithms. And it's slowly and solidly getting more and more popular as we see. It only seems like a little bit week to week, but if you were here a month ago, you'll see an overwhelming difference already. So thank you, everybody, very much for the time that you spend, for the loyal and dedicated support that you constantly give to TuberChat. I'm so unbelievably happy, and I'm glad that we're being able to help so many people. And I will appreciate it if you haven't already, if you have the ability to share, whether it's on your community tab or Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or anywhere like that, Reddit, anywhere else, I will appreciate it, of course. And then the thumbs up, if you haven't already done it, then I would love it if you did. It really does help. Pardon me. And so, yeah, That Blue Moon, I'm going to use the wheel right now. Oh, and so forgive me, I haven't even asked. So That Blue Moon and Georgia Bulldogs, if you're still here, I hope that you both have tried your commands. I didn't notice if you did, but I hope that you've tried to see if they're going to work for you because it's an experiment. I haven't used commands with anybody yet. My, oh my. We have got a lot of channels. So for those of you who are newer, the way that the wheel works is once you've been here for about a half an hour or so, thank you, Daniel, live forever. Once you've been here for about an hour, or sorry, a half an hour or so, I put your, I know it's longer today, I put your name on the wheel. After I know that you've been in the chat, connecting with people, meeting new friends and family members. And then the wheel is completely random. So when I spin the wheel and your name comes up, if you're still here, we put your channel up on the screen and I talk about it for a quick second and we get to take a good look. So I'm just going to add a whole bunch of channels here right now. And I will think about adding some more after we spin a few times. I have a robot that helps me decipher who's coming up on the wheel. So let's spin. We'll get another channel up here. Thank you, AC469. Yeah, no, you're right about that. Yeah. Oh, yes, please, Georgia Bulldogs. Yes, please try. Just exclamation mark, Georgia Bulldogs, all one word. Okay, that Blue Moon got it. So perfect. Thank you very much. I'm glad everybody's having a good time connecting. Yes, Apostle Edgar Kapanga. The wheel is really something else. Okay, Daniel live forever. Sorry, I'm doing a better job finally of catching up with the chat. and there it is, Georgia Bulldogs. So we're good. Oh, so Ace Flaw 1, we want to make sure that you're connecting with everybody the right way, and that means visiting their channel, watching a short video in full of at least 1 minute long, leaving a genuine, meaningful comment of at least a couple of full sentences so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filters, giving a thumbs up, and subscribing. So Ace Flaw 1, we want to make sure that you're connecting the right way. Michael's Adventures, yeah, thank you for mentioning. 56 thumbs up. If anybody hasn't already, I'd love it if you would give us a thumbs up. It does help the stream, and it helps to push TuberChat a little bit farther in the algorithm so that we can maximize impact for even more people. So if you would, I know if you're on a phone, you have to shut the chat off to do it. You don't lose your place. It only takes a second, but it really does help, so I'll appreciate it if you can. Thank you very much. And then Michael's Adventures, if I can ask for a favor, then just let me know if you got the package that you're looking for. And thank you, AC469. TuberChat seems to be lasting just over 2 hours these days. Sometimes as long as 2.5. We have had a couple of long ones where it went 3 hours or 4 hours once. Robot to find the... Oh, which is best to download. So Nisha James, if you would like to, you can email me, right? The emails are on the about pages of the channels, either here on my personal channel, it doesn't matter. And then I will email you a list. It's the banned words list that I use. And what you do is you put that in the background of TuberChat, of YouTube. Forgive me, I keep saying TuberChat all day. I'm just going to show you. When you go into your community settings, I don't really want to show it too much because it's full of things that shouldn't be seen. But I'll just show you where to put it. And this takes care of all of that. That's why you can't type most of the inappropriate things that somebody might type. I hope nobody in here even wants to, but you can't, right? And then I've added to it the words like subscribe, subscriber, subscribing, and that kind of thing. But I will happy to send you my banned words list. It's not mine. Somebody made it, and I just added to it. But you see, you add it into there in the blocked words at the bottom. And it's just a copy paste. It's a text file I can email. If anybody wants to swap playlists for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat, and you will find other creators reaching out to you to make those arrangements. And then, yeah, thank you. And Nisha James as well. You'll notice in the chat, I tend to use Stream Elements is my favorite bot for doing timers. Timers are when it sends a message every 3 minutes, which you'll notice it sends like follow us on Instagram, and then it says don't forget to give a thumbs up and things like that. Those are called timers. All the bots have it available. I also use Botissimo to keep stats on, and that's how I choose the channels that go up on the wheel, like Jade and Sue here. And You Live Forever's already been up. And then Nightbot, I also use. So I use 4, but it's not necessary. And I also use Streamlabs. It's not necessary to use all of them, but I do it anyway. I don't advise that for anybody because I did have a problem a couple of weeks ago, and I don't know if it was the robots that caused that or a moderator that went crazy. I can't ever know the truth now, but I'm assuming that it's a robot because I changed a feature that day and it caused a disaster. So you have to be very careful. You have to really go through them and change every setting. You have to learn. But they can be powerful things to help you. This is why I don't have a lot of moderators, and this is why we don't have a lot of problems, is because the banned words list is the #1 that helps, and then the robots can help with a little bit extra. You'll notice nobody in here goes crazy with emojis or anything like that, and I'm very lucky that everybody happens to be respectful here. But in most chats like this, most growth streams, the hosts are always asking everybody to limit it to 2, so I just do as well. And then when somebody slips up, it doesn't really matter because we don't have problems with it ever. Yo, it's your boy Leo. Thanks for coming in. That Blue Moon is talking about swapping playlists too. So even though I say we don't have a lot of moderators, so Kristen's willing to do it, I'm willing to do it as well. I'm probably backed up for this week, as a matter of fact. But if you want to swap playlists, we'll talk about it after. We'll see how I do this weekend, if I can catch up. I've got like 3 people to run, but we can talk about it afterwards, and I absolutely do it. And even though it's looking like tuberchat might have its watch hours within 3 weeks. So if that's the case, we're going to still continue running playlists for people like I do on my personal channel all the time. I still swap because I can. I'm lucky enough to have a couple extra devices that I can do that with. Okay, I don't know quite what you mean there, Jaden, but that's okay. You're obviously 3 close to a goal, so that's good. Hopefully we're going to get you there. And hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting. Let me spin. I'll get another channel. Jaden Sue. Oh, yeah, because it rounds up here. So you must be 3 away from 1.25. Okay, thank you very much, Georgia Bulldogs. And not that I want to interfere, but I'm just noticing that Blue Moon and MAH videos talking about the idea of swapping playlists. While I tell everybody, like, you can reach out to each other on Instagram to make those arrangements or wherever else if you'd like to, you certainly don't have to. You can make the arrangements right here and now if you want to. If that's the best way to communicate between you, then it's fine. You can just make your arrangements right now. Just say, yes, I'm going to run you tomorrow, or whenever you're going to do it, the other person runs. The best idea, so I'm not saying the best idea. What I do when I swap playlists with people is I always comment on the very first video in the playlist to let them know I've started running it. Not everybody requests screenshots or videos and stuff like that of proof and this and that. But it's up to you if you want to do those kind of things. But when we're talking about basically the family here, you know, the channels that I talk about all the time and more that are coming more often and more often, then we're probably good just to say, you know, I'm going to run you tomorrow and you're going to run me on Wednesday or whatever it's going to be, and it's fine. But if anybody wants to swap playlists, again, just say you're willing to swap playlists. Let's talk about it with Anita if she's here. Is she here? Let's talk about it with Anita as a genuine supporter. She's loyal and dedicated, certainly. I enjoy hanging out in her live streams whenever I can. I think she streams almost every morning, so she's getting close to 400. How will you know if to watch the entire playlist without skipping or fast forward? Oh, you never know. Nisha James, you never know. But so this is like I say to everybody, when I tell stories about the channels that come into the chat or that I put on the screen, and you start to get to know the kind of genuine, dedicated, and loyal supporters that there really are here, I don't expect that everybody's going to follow every rule, right? If there's corners to be cut, people are going to find a way to cut them. But most of the people here seem to be very genuine and dedicated and loyal. So my personal channel is monetized. Many other channels that have come through TuberChat are now monetized. So if monetization is something that you're looking for, which most of us are, then you can bet most of the people that you're going to meet, at least here, and there are many other great growth streams as well, where you're going to meet genuine, dedicated, and loyal people. I was just on Mishana's live stream yesterday, and she has people connecting in her chat as well. But because her thing started with genuine and dedicated and loyal supporters, as did TuberChat, when you go there, you're probably going to find 90% of the people are going to be genuine, maybe even more. So it's a judgment call more than anything else, but lots of people request proof. You can't tell if somebody ran the playlist on fast forward or anything like that, but it takes a lot of effort for somebody really to pull that cheat. And I'm just assuming that most of the people that I made arrangements with to swap playlists actually did it. TuberChat's chugging along just fine, and I swap playlists with people every single day on TuberChat and on my own channel. So like I said, I got monetized. TuberChat's well on its way. So my bet is that most people who come through here that even get into the idea of swapping playlists are probably good to go. If you had to run 10 playlists and only 7 people ran yours, you'd still be ahead. So that's a thought. That's kind of the way I look at it. JD Knight 7 is working on a second channel. That's good times. You have to let me know what it is so we can help you get it pumped up. Oh, Jaden just needs a few watch hours. That's great. That's great, Jaden. The other thing, too, when you're running playlists for people, you can't put it on high speed, and the volume must be on. It only has to be on 2 or higher. Can't be on 1. Can't be. It can. I think it can be on 2, but it has to be on. It can't be muted. Now that I think of it, I think it has to be on 3. Like when you watch, I don't watch videos, but let's just do this for 1 second here. If you want to see how I slide the slider here, so when I slide it all the way down, you see how that X marks the spot thing comes over the speaker? I would make sure that the line is not there at all. So let's say that's muted. That's like volume number 1, volume number 2. It should be at least there. You can have it as low as you want, basically. And it might even help. Some people have a device that they can put control the volume outside of YouTube, maybe. Host also, when you run it, shows hours, sometimes next day. Sometimes it takes 3 days. Sometimes it takes many days to get the right watch hours. It seems to me that my safe bet is to say that you've got to give it 72 hours to give you some kind of an accurate number. So, Becky Peters, are you still here? You were here right from the beginning, I think, but let's just make sure. Pardon me. Okay, Becky Peters. Becky Peters, if you're still here, then just please say so that I'll put your channel back on the screen, but I'm just going to move on to another one because I only want to put channels on the screen if they're still here. I know we had a long wait today. but that's the dealio. Here's Cozy Relaxation. This is a loyal and dedicated supporter, somebody who I have swapped playlists with. So if you're looking for somebody to swap playlists with, Cozy Relaxation will be willing. They have crossed their 1,000 subscribers and are solid with the 1.01 that everybody looks for just to make sure that it's going to stick. They also do the feature channels collaboration, which I talk about all the time. It's a great collaboration that anybody can do with their channel, and I recommend it. So basically, when you feature channels on your front page like this, you are basically saying to the YouTube algorithm and to your audiences, that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you back in return, they are saying to their audience and the YouTube algorithm that you are worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has both on your audiences and on the YouTube algorithms. So, sorry, I just want to make sure I wasn't missing anything in the chat. It's something I absolutely recommend. If you have featured tuberchat on your front page and I don't know about it, or my personal channel, just please let me know so that I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that with both channels. So it seems we're kind of under control now. It's a hectic first hour. Pardon me for 1 second. Okay, pardon me for that. We are spinning Thrifty Essentials. Now I got to make sure you're still here. Looks like you might be. Let's get you up. Holy smokes, I can't type. So here's Thrifty Essentials. 982. Oh my goodness. You're so close now. Thinking about that 1,000 subscribers. I hope that anybody that hasn't already connected to Thrifty Essentials will do it right now so that we can get them a little bit closer. I don't know if we can get you there today, but my bet is if you don't manage to get it by tonight or tomorrow, by the time tuberchat runs again, we should be able to put you over the top tomorrow. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change. Pardon me. There we go. So hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting. Oh, I fell behind in the chat there for a second. Michael's Adventures lost over 130. Are you talking about people or hours? My goodness. And then hosts, count the views in live streams, meaning does the amount of people in your chat matter over the text? Yes, it absolutely does. So I cannot be 100% sure. Maybe there's a way that I can calculate this. I'm going to make a note for myself to make sure that I don't forget to do this. Okay, I use pen and paper to make my notes. So it seems to me that you get one view for every 5 minutes that somebody's in your chat. I'm not sure about that, and I don't know how YouTube goes about figuring that out. If somebody's only there for 4 minutes, do you get the view? How long do they have to be there to get the second view? I'm not sure. But you can imagine, if you had a live stream and you were lucky enough to have 100 people in there, and they stayed for the whole live stream and it was 10 hours long, it's not fair that you only get 100 views for a 10-hour live stream where those people stayed the whole time. So YouTube has some way of figuring out how many views. When I try to do the calculation in my head, when I just skim over the numbers on tuberchat's live stream, I don't want to go through it now in case I'm wrong, and I don't want to give anybody bad information. But it seems to me that it might be as much as 1 view for every 5 minutes that they're there. All the other hosts that I choose to believe and that I respect advise everybody, if you're in a live stream, try to stay for 15 minutes so that the creator gets full credit for it. Now, I don't know how the rule started. I don't know how much validity there is to it, but because the people I choose to believe and that I respect say that, I just follow suit and I say the same thing. Try to stay for 15 minutes if you can. If you notice, whenever you see me out supporting people running into either your own live streams or somebody else's live streams, you'll notice that I stay for a minimum of 16 minutes. And sometimes I even time it if I'm in a rush. And I try to hit 10 or 15, sometimes even 20 live streams per day on the days that I can. But I always time them out to make sure that I stay at least that long. We're going to swap playlists on your channel in the comments. Xeophobic73 channel's willing to swap playlists. Oh, Thrifty Essentials. Yeah, okay, you're here. Oh, Nisha James. Yeah, Sonia has to be there. The essence of Sonia has to. So if you happen to look for a connection with Sonia right now and you happen to not find anything, then something's wrong, because Sonia has been a loyal and dedicated supporter here for quite some time. And if I'd be curious to know if you find something that is wrong, because that means there's actually like something wrong. But YouTube does a lot of glitching too. So for those of you who haven't seen it already, I've mentioned it a couple times in different live streams. Kristen and I live together. Kristen is a moderator in the chat. This is my girlfriend. Kira is her daughter. I don't know if Kira's been in the chat today or not. I skim over the moderator sometimes. But yeah, Kira's there too. So we all live together. So sometimes Kristen can just walk in the room and tell me something if she wants. We don't have to chat or whatever. Anyway, she woke up the other day and was not subscribed to me. And then I think the day after that, she was not subscribed to tuberchat. Now, that's ridiculous. But this is YouTube purging. And on one of the live streams, I should go back and find it. I don't know if I want to watch hours of replays, but on one of the tuberchat live streams, there was a channel that I went to, as if I was looking at Thrifty Essentials here. I'll spin the wheel. When I went to the channel, it said I was not subscribed. The button was red. And I said, no, I know I subscribed. What on earth is going on here? And when I clicked the videos page like this, all of a sudden the button turned gray. Everybody saw it. Here's the essence of Sonia right now. This is a loyal and dedicated supporter. This is a previously featured channel from tuberchat. Turn your comments on your community tab, host. I didn't know if there was a way to not have comments available on the community tab. We can look at it, Jaden. I'm going to save that for the end of the stream then, if you don't mind, because I can't imagine that that's even an issue. I don't even know if you can disable. Maybe you could disable on individual posts, but I'll find out. We'll look. Comments on community posts. If anybody wants to know about that, we'll look at that in about 20 minutes or so. There's got to be something somewhere. Anyway, that's okay. So this is the essence of Sonia. Like I said, she's a dynamic and generous creator. We have swapped playlists, both her and I together, as well as I'm pretty sure she's done it with Kristen and Kira as well. She does the featured channels collaboration here, where you'll see myself, Kristen, and tuberchat are all included, including Shen McLove. I don't think we know Ashley's couch, but Shen McLove we do as well. Yeah, Thrifty Essentials. Sorry about that. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I had your channel up for a few minutes, but I just wanted to make sure you were still here. And then Evadorl TV. Yeah, just please keep connecting with people in the chat. The best idea is always to go first. Please don't wait for anybody to come to you. Everybody wants to connect. We're all here for the same thing. Jazzy Nicole 81. I'm going to put up in a second here. There you go. MAH Videos is going to connect with you. MAH Videos is our featured channel for today. That's my background, as you can see. And there's Jazzy Nicole 81. So she also does the feature channels collaboration, which is good to see. She's got familiar faces there. In Q's World is an unbelievably dedicated and loyal supporter. She comes to tuberchat often and is a supporter to me personally. Jazzy Nicole 81. If we can get her just a few more friends today, she will have the 650 that must be on her mind right now. And then everybody in the chat, just please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like to. Of course, we're all here for the same thing. Everybody wants to connect. The best idea is always to go first. It's turned out much calmer now than when I was going so crazy earlier. I'm glad we have such engaging conversation. I love this stuff. 233 for that blue moon right now. Oh, look, we're looking at your channel right now, just as you said that. That's fun. So that blue moon, you want to drop your link right now, please, that blue moon, if you don't mind. And then everybody can get to it. That blue moon is just one of these channels that has a popular name. So in the search results, until they get a little bit farther and a little bit more solid, we have a little bit of trouble finding them. Once we get that blue moon's link, everybody can connect with them easily. And there it is right there. I love that thing. I'm so happy. I've seen it in other people's thing. I wondered how I was ever going to use commands, and I've seen other people use them, but I'm glad we're putting it to good use. So X 50 cent, XXYT. I'm just going to see something here. 658. MAH videos, that's great. Hopefully we got you a few more today. Okay, forgive me. I knocked your message out there, XX 50 cents 17, but it's just because this is your first time here at tuberchat, and I wanted to make sure I had a quick look at your channel for a second. Hopefully we can make you feel a little bit better here. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody wants to connect here. I see you have 701 subscribers right now, so we should be able to push you a little bit farther if that's what you would like. All you have to do here is follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen and reach out to anybody in the chat that you would like to connect with. and follow the instructions, and then they will turn around and do the same thing for your channel. Ace Flaw 1 still in the house. Thank you very much for hanging out. And hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting. That blue moon, oh, let's see how... Okay, what's happened, 50 cent 17? I'm just gonna, here, I just dropped the link for that blue moon. I'll drop the link one more time for that blue moon before I spin the wheel. Okay, thank you, Cozy Relaxation. What's happening, XX 50 cent 17 XXYT? Smooth Dancing Nick, thank you for coming in. I believe you've been here before. Am I right about that? I know we're connected, but thank you for coming in. Is it Mimi Lycos? Thanks for coming in. This is your first time here, so hopefully you feel welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's here to connect. Everybody wants to meet each other, so please don't be shy. Reach out to anybody that you'd like to in the chat. I'll let you know how the wheel works in a quick second. The way that we connect with people here is you visit a channel one by one by leaving a single emoji next to their name in the chat to let them know that you want to connect with them. Then visit their channel, watch a short video in full of at least 1 minute long, like with Apostle Edgar Kapanga here. He has third video on the front page is 2 minutes long. It's perfect. And then leave a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video of at least a couple of full sentences long so that it doesn't get held for review or caught in the YouTube spam filter. Then give the creator a thumbs up, because we should always be doing that for each other. And then subscribe to them and come back into the chat here. Leave a double emoji of any kind next to their name. That lets them know that you've secured that connection the right way. And then maybe say something about the video that you watched so that they can turn around and do the same thing for your channel after they find your comment easily. Okay, thank you, Mimi Lycos. When's your birthday, 50 cent 17? October. Okay. The only other thing I'm going to ask from everybody, when possible, try to remember to spell the numbers. So it's okay because I just asked you when your birthday was, but whenever you use numbers in a chat like this, you always want to type them out. So you might say, I'll show you with my personal channel here. October 1st. And then you're turning 16, which is great. Forgive me, I'm going to hide that message because I just got to get you to use different spell numbers, please. So then, for instance, you would say, I am 16, like this, for instance, which I'm not, but that's how you would say it. Just because in chats like this, whenever you're in a growth stream where people are connecting with each other, it can be considered spam if you use too many numbers, so we just don't use them at all. But that's fine. Oh, sorry. Yes, of course. You're 15 if you said you're going to be 16. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to hide that message, but I think I accidentally hit it. But that's okay. So I'm glad that you're here. So thank you for coming and visiting. So again, the way that we connect here is just simply watching the instructions at the bottom of the screen to connect with people. The best idea is to go first. The way that the wheel works is once you've been here for about a half an hour or so and you're active in the chat, connecting with people, I have a robot that gives me statistics to let me know how active everybody is, like a little leaderboard there. And then I put your name on the wheel after I know that you've been meeting some new friends and family members the right way. The wheel's completely random, but when I spin and your name comes up, then I put your channel on the screen and we talk about it for a few minutes. Yeah, okay, that's okay. Oh. All of your messages are going to start getting hidden. I don't know if I want to bother with this today. So 50 Cent 17, if you don't mind, just let me know that you understand what I'm saying about how we connect here. Everybody here is willing to connect with you, and they're going to expect you to connect with them back. So just let me know if you understand what I'm saying. And let me know, have you been in a chat like this before or a live stream where people are connecting the way that we are here? I'm just curious to know. Okay, very good. Here's correct code 6. This channel's been back with us again and again ever since they found us just a couple of short weeks ago on tuberchat. So hopefully if you haven't already connected with them, you will. And we'll get them a couple more friends and family members today to hit that 140 that must be on their mind, and then eventually get them a little bit closer to 150 so that they can keep their channel moving. Oh, and Melanin Trio family, I'm so sorry. You've been here a while, and I never welcomed you. I didn't mean to not do that. I kept seeing you conversating with everybody, and it kept slipping by me there. So forgive me for that, but I'm happy that you're here. And hopefully everybody's good. Hopefully you are 250 cent 17. And hopefully everybody's having a good time connecting with each other and meeting new friends and family members. I'll spin and we'll pull up another name here. Ace Flaw 1. This is a channel that's been with me for months and months and months since the beginning. Correct code 6. Thank you very much. Forgive the short feature, but I'm happy to get a second look or another look at your channel here. Ace Flaw 1 is somebody who's been with me for months and months and months on my personal channel, even before tuberchat started. So I appreciate all the support that you give over and over. I'll put Evidarl TV on the wheel if they're still here, and then we'll look and see if we can figure out, hopefully Jaden's still here. Jaden, let me know if you're still here, and we'll look at how to enable and disable comments on community posts. For those of you who have 1,000 subscribers and have the community tab, that might be something that you want to do, is limit comments on certain posts. I haven't done that before, so we'll be learning together. Ace Flaw one's got a handful of different stuff here, but it looks so summery. Spooktacular Scarowinds, is that how they pronounce that? Apostle Edgar Kapanga, I'm glad that you asked because I love talking about that stuff. So when I started in the small YouTuber community was about 7 months ago, December or January, around that time. Before that, I'm a professional channel manager. That's how I started on YouTube. I managed several channels for a few other people. They're doing just great. We got millions of views, thousands of subscribers, and this and that. But when I got involved in the small YouTuber community, and it's not that we're small YouTubers, it's just a really, really popular term in the YouTube algorithm. So if I made a live stream that was called content creators, nobody would come. Small YouTubers is very much more searchable. Pardon me. But in this community, there are many other live streams that I learned from. And like I said, that's 6 or 7 months ago. The rules have changed and been added on to. And I just took everything that I learned from the people that I trust and choose to believe. And then I inserted those rules into what we're doing here at TuberChat. So for instance, we try to spell out our numbers. Even though when a few slip, I'm not worried about it because the chat is so clean all the time. I have an incredible banned words list that is not mine. Somebody made it downloadable. I used it. Now I give it to other people. I've added to it. So we can't do the things like the handshake emoji and the finger point emoji and the stuff that all the other hosts don't want to use. And then, sorry, I didn't mean to get distracted there. I was just addressing something. So there are a lot of rules that a lot of people have been making. Now the problem is the rules are stacking up and stacking up and stacking up. For instance, I was in a live stream the other day, and people would not, the moderators would not allow anybody to connect with me because my name has the word connect in it. I think that is over the line. I don't think that YouTube is going to make people lose hours because of that. So we went over something else as well on one of the live streams not too long ago, and I'm happy to show you. So when I go into my analytics, there's been talk about emojis ruining watch hours on live streams. I can't believe that for a moment. And the reason why, when I show you watch time hours and I show you TuberChat's live streams, we usually have approximately 80 people, 70 to 80 people come through each live stream. Sure, there may only be 20 or 25 or 17 or whatever people watching at a time, but you know what I mean. So after 75 to 80 people come through, here's what the hours look like: 88 hours, 89 hours, 98 hours, 61 hours. So I have a real hard time believing that emojis are destroying my watch time when the watch time is doing just fine. Now, I'm not saying I'm right because I'm not a Google engineer, but I think the rules that people are coming up with, and people are saying, don't say dance, don't say house, don't say connect, don't say package, don't say it. Sometimes you go into a live stream and all you hear are rules. Here's the rules. Follow these rules. And I just don't find that as welcoming as I might wish. So I don't want to speak negatively. I'm just saying. Pardon me, because I got to address something else here now. Anyway, hopefully that gives you my insight into that stuff, but I wouldn't put a lot of weight behind it. I have a spectacular banned words list that somebody else made and I downloaded. I added to it, and I'm happy to give it to anybody that wants it. That helps. And then as well, most people know the simple things. I just follow the same rules that every other chat does, but everybody here is respectful. You notice I've never had a problem with anybody here because most people have already been to another live stream and I try to take the time to teach everybody as they come in if they haven't been here before. Not saying I do a good job. I'm saying I try. But everything's so clean here all the time. So I'm never stressed out. I'm never worried about it, and things just work fine. We don't lose streams, knock on wood. But, all right, I got to... okay, thank you very much, Nisha James. Thank you very much. And thank you for engaging the conversation because we really got through some good information today. Nice orange juice and toothpaste, yes. I heard, I don't know if this is true, I heard that one of the potato chip companies, I think it was Lay's, ran a contest and said they wanted to let consumers figure out what flavor might be best for the, I shouldn't do that on this window, what flavor might be best for a new brand of potato chips. And somebody said orange juice and toothpaste, and it got really popular. Apparently, I don't know, I didn't see it, but I heard that, and I thought it was a pretty fun story. Let's get rid of that. Let me put Evidarl TV up here. And let me get to, I'm just doing something in another window here, so forgive me for that. Business Basics, I find that tuberchat has the most loyal viewers and genuine dancers of any growth stream. I appreciate you saying that, and I would love it if that was true or even close to true. But one of the things that we try to focus on loyal and dedicated supporters. But when I was introduced to this community 6 or 7 months ago, I saw generosity in people. Like I've never seen. So many people who genuinely want each other to do well. And I said, wow, I can really sink my teeth into this and get something going here. So I started a growth stream, just like all the others. But I said, maybe I can really focus on this generosity. And I've already got a good little community that is supporting me. Maybe it can work out and be what I wish, which is what we've got going on here. So this is why I tell the stories about the channels as they come into the chat and as I put them on the screen to try to let everybody know. Especially, I love these stories when I get to tell people, like, I've got followers that have been with me for months, or people who've been here since the beginning of TuberChat, or people who come back every day since they found us 2 weeks ago, or people making videos of each other. One of the most rewarding things that I find about all of this is when I go into a live stream, because I'm just going to support them for a few minutes, and then I see 2 or 3 other people from TuberChat in those live streams supporting those people and having conversations. And then you see in the chat here, people start having conversations, and it goes a little bit deeper than I've been to your house and left you a package. Sometimes we're talking about live streams that we've been in, or sometimes we're talking about each other's videos or premieres and things like that. That's why I push swapping playlists, because that really has a magical effect for everybody. If you swap playlists with people, you have traded favors. And it gets back to the basic instinct of humanity, where before there was commerce, before there was money, people had no choice. You had the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker, and they had to trade. Friendships flourished, and that's what I hope is happening here, and it seems like it. So I appreciate you saying that, because even reading what you're saying is very rewarding to me. That's what I'm hoping for. And sorry, I'm really struggling trying to get one thing done in another window here. Oh, okay, I'm getting rid of this thing. I can't get into my thing. Forgive me, I know you guys don't usually see me frustrated, but I just can't get something to work. Thank you, Wanston. Thank you, Kristen, for what you're doing. Thank you, Michael's Adventures, feeding the raccoons. He'll be back. I hope you have had a chance to see Michael's Adventures channel. I know most people have, but he's got some entertaining stuff there, and you'll find some raccoons there, among other things. MJ and J family, thank you for coming in. All right, let's get this handled. Solved. Now, this is a new connection for TuberChat, and I hope you're still here. Evidarl TV, are you still here? I'm just curious, and forgive me. There are even a couple people who've come through, thankfully, to tuberchat, literally just to support, and they make it clear, like if they're not here to connect or if they don't want to do the other things. But I appreciate that too. But I'm also trying to build a couple of things so that everybody can continue to connect and find quality, connections outside, even when I'm not live streaming. So on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, of course, we always put out our featured channels on the thumbnails, and I tag them where possible so that everybody can find them. As well on the front page, we've got our featured channels, and then we've got this other stuff here. Several creators have made shout-out videos where they've included tuberchat. If I can get to my channel. And then a couple of creators have made videos just for tuberchat. They are shout-out videos, but they're literally just for us. What on earth is this? There's windows popping up. I can't get into my account for some reason here. Why? Is YouTube glitching on me, or are we going to be fine here? Oh, I meant to go to the front page. Sorry. Oh, everybody, 50 Cent 17 is gone. Forgive me. I don't know what was up with that channel, but I don't think they're interested in what we're doing. So on the front page here, this is what I was saying. So here's the featured channels, right? We have much more than 10. We have, I think, 40-something channels that we're lucky enough to be featured on. And then, of course, we feature these channels as well. But we have these 2 videos that were made by That Blue Moon and Georgia Bulldogs just for us. And then we have these shout-out videos that have been made where tuberchat has been included in a collection of shout-outs. Oh, so forgive me, I'm going to interfere. So Carolyn Eats All is talking to Kristen Welton about the featured channels. So I love talking about it, so forgive me, I'll get into it. OJ's Gaming, thanks for coming in. So basically what happens is when you feature channels on your front page, you are saying to your audience and the YouTube algorithm that these channels are worthy of being featured by you. And then when some of those channels hopefully feature you in return, they are saying to their audience and the YouTube algorithm that you are worthy of being featured by them. So you can imagine the impact that that has on both your audiences and on the YouTube algorithm. So it's something that I recommend that everybody gets involved with. You have to make the right decisions for your own channel. But tuberchat right now is lucky to be featured on well over 40 channels. And YouTube will only show you 10 at a time. But there's a shuffle feature that allows every time I refresh the page, you'll see right now, the list of 10 that show up will change. YouTube randomly rotates between them evenly so that they all get some exposure. But if anybody else in the chat has featured tuberchat on their front page or my personal channel, Kevin K, then I will appreciate it if you let me know so I can return the favor, because I absolutely do that on both channels. And there's my personal channel if you want to connect with me there. So we were going to look at also. Okay, I'm gonna connect with this channel anyway. Thank you, Mishana. So this channel, I'm just going to take one of their latest videos, add it into my watch later list, and then afterwards, when I go through my watch later list, sometime in the next 24 hours, I will watch that video. I'll leave a genuine comment. I'll give them a thumbs up, and I'll subscribe. I'm already subscribed, apparently. And then that, maybe I did that by accident. And then we'll make sure that that connection sticks. Caffeine Queen, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. So what we're going to do right now is just look at if there is a way to prevent comments from coming on to a community post. What can I do here? I got to do the I don't have a scheduled post. I have to do a post for tomorrow's thing anyway. You'll see how I make a community post right now. So I'm already on my community tab here in this window. So on this window, I'm going to go to tomorrow's TuberChat live stream, 19 hours from now. I'm going to copy my text because this is all I really do with these posts. I'm going to put it here and I will say hashtag. And then here I will say hashtag again. I don't know what the significance of whether this helps or not, but I'm assuming because I use those 2 hashtags all the time. And then I'm going to add a video. So I need to come back to this window and grab the link. I always do it manually, right? I do almost everything manually. Select, and there's my post. Now, when I have visibility public, I can't change that. I can schedule it. I'm going to schedule this post for Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern. And now it's scheduled. Now when I go to my scheduled tab, I see the post. There it is. And it's beautiful. If I go to edit, I don't see an option here to prevent comments. So let's see if there's something here. We're learning together right now. I don't know if Jaden's even here, but it's okay. He piqued my curiosity. So I don't see something here that talks about comments on community posts. So we'll go back into YouTube Studio. Apostle Edgar Kapanga. So I think the truth is that the community tab is not yet that popular. I find putting out posts, I don't get a lot of interaction, and I don't often see a lot of interaction. But as time goes on, because it is a newer feature, it will grow and grow and grow. Like we've seen other things, you know, Twitter, Facebook, and this and that. When they add a new feature, it takes some time. But it's great to be in there now because there's nowhere to go but up. And you'll be able to be a part of that. So in a lot of cases, you see creators like It's Me, Wanston, Yes Honey, like a lot of other creators use their community tabs. They share for other people. And then there's some that you put only their own stuff. I haven't decided how I want to use it yet for TuberChat. So we primarily put out our own stuff with the exception of videos like these. We did some community posts this week about these videos that have been made, the shout out videos, because we're here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. So Tuesday we put out this one, Wednesday we put out this one, and Thursday we put out this one about these other creators. But I don't know how more we will use that. I really haven't figured it out yet. BC, we're only getting like 2 likes, 1 like, 3 likes. It's not, you know, barely any comments. 7 on this one. I don't know how that happened. So it's not that engaging yet, but then again, TuberChat just has, 1,300 subscribers now? So it's not huge. I don't need this window. So I'm going to get back into Studio and just see. I wonder if there is any setting for that. Community, I don't think that that's where it would be, but well, I'll look in a second. Advanced settings. Let's try advanced channel settings. Not here. I don't think it's anywhere around here. I'm just clicking stuff now. Monetization. Eligible for monetization. That's impossible. Is that YouTube glitching? Yeah, it's YouTube glitching. Look, why are you telling me? Look, everybody, it says I'm eligible for monetization. No, it's not. I don't know if maybe that they mean like you're eligible to even try or something like that. I don't know. Settings, channel. All right. Upload defaults is not going to be there. We know that. Permissions, no. So if it's not in community, then I got either some more digging around to do. It's possible, Edgar. It's possible, Apostle Edgar Kapanga. It's possible. I knew it wasn't because we have almost 3,000 hours. You'll see in a second. I'll show you the hours. We need 1,000, but we'll have it in about 3 weeks. We seem to get a little more than 300 hours per weekend because I stream Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and we're getting just under 100 hours per live stream, like somewhere between 70 and maybe a little bit higher. So you can bet within 3 more, including this weekend, including this 4-day weekend, 2 more 4-day weekends. So I guess it's really 2.5 weeks from now. We should be eligible for monetization. So if I go on defaults, comments on your channel, hide inappropriate comments. Of course, I want that. Automated filters. I don't think there's anything here. No. So I'll do a Google search. YouTube. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, it would be wonderful, Apostle Edgar Kapanga, but I don't think so. And thank you very much, Correct Code 6. Thank you. Tomorrow's going to be earlier, so hopefully it'll be easier on you if you can make it. Disable community posts. YouTube videos. The default settings. If you have the community tab, choosing comment settings. Here we go. So maybe there is a way. Choose comment settings. You can change your comments. Art's available. Made for kids, of course. Change default. YouTube Studio from the left menu. Settings, defaults, default settings. So let's try settings. Well, this is upload defaults. Did I do something wrong here? From the left menu. Comment visibility. Oh, that's... Sign into YouTube Studio. From the left menu, select Settings. Select Community, Defaults. From the left menu, select Settings. Uya Leho, you can reach out to anybody that you want to in the chat. Everybody's willing to connect, so you'll find yourself some new friends and family members in no time. Just follow the instructions at the bottom of the screen, and please go first. So, see, look, YouTube over and over. I shake my head because it says, so from the left menu, select settings. I selected settings, and then select community and defaults. Community. I'm shaking my head. Maybe it's me that can't read. We'll find out in a second. But I want to know now. And not click. My page doesn't want to refresh. Community, defaults. Okay, maybe I can't read. Here it is. That's what they said, right? Go to community and defaults. So select your default settings. If you have the community tab, choose your default setting under comments on your channel. Settings, community. I'm insisting we're getting through this. My community here in the settings takes a long time to load because of my banned words list. It's huge. And it's something somebody made available and is downloadable. Standard banned words list or something like that. Anybody can download it. I added a few things to it. So now it says go to defaults. Comments on your channel. Allow all comments, hold particular, yeah. So, or you could disable comments, but that looks like it's for your whole channel. And that's it. So I don't know if there's a way, to disable comments for individual community posts, then I don't know how to do that. What I can show you, I'll go to my personal channel because I am monetized and I have memberships. I'll go on the front page. If it wants to work for me. I only have one level of membership right now, but you can limit your community posts to certain levels of members. And as the levels go higher, you can make something just for them. So I'm not actually making this post. Public, all channel members, or bronze and higher, because bronze is it's the only level I have. But if I had bronze, silver, gold, platinum, like you can make a handful of different levels. You could say bronze or higher, silver or higher, and you don't have to name them the way I did after the medals. You could name them anything you want. But that's a way to limit visibility. But I don't see a way to limit comments on individual community posts. So hopefully that's an answer. That's the best I can get through right now. Jazzy Cooking, good to see you. Thank you for coming in. This might be your first time coming in. And Hiking with Freddie and Leslie, thank you for coming in. This might be your first time here as well. So forgive me if I'm wrong about that. But basically, we're here to connect with each other. Everybody in the chat is willing to connect. We have a lot of dynamic creators that come through our live streams. And the best idea is always to go first. Reach out to anybody that you want to and connect using the instructions at the bottom of the screen. You will find yourself with some new friends and family members in no time. We're always here on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change. So hopefully you're subscribed and you have the notification bell on so you don't miss any of our live streams. And I'm just going to head to our front page for a second. I got to switch accounts again. Jazzy Cooking, we were looking to see if there was a way to disable comments on individual community posts, but there doesn't seem to be a way, or I haven't found one yet. Oh, Jazzy Cooking, sorry about that. Forgive me for that. Yeah, so I like to go through tutorials whenever we're in the middle of live streams if people have something that they wanted to see. No, Melanin Trio Family, I don't always put every channel on the screen. I do it based on that wheel, how active everybody is over a certain period of time and this and that. But not always every channel. Usually what I do is, there is a way, Jazzy Cooking. If you know how to do it, I'd love to know because I couldn't find it very easily right there. I tried looking at it here, like when I go here to make a post, I don't see any option to disable comments on this post. What we did find is there's a way to disable comments on your whole channel, but if you know how to do it, I'd love to know. I'm going to look again because for some reason it's in my head that I thought there was a way. I thought I saw something at some point. No post from YouTube talking about losing hours. Apostle Edgar Kapanga, there. YouTube is very vague in almost everything that they tell us, and they use words for different things. Like, for instance, a low quality. Oh, click on the video you post. So here's a post that I have scheduled for tomorrow. Can I use this? If I go on a video and I go create a post, I don't see any way here of limiting comments. I wonder if I don't understand quite. Click on the video you post. Sorry, Jazzy Cooking, if you don't mind letting me know what you mean. I didn't quite get it there. I'm just looking at something in another window here for a quick second. In YouTube Studio. Oh, maybe I did see something before that I forget now. Okay, videos. Comments visibility, allow all comments. Hold in potentially inappropriate comments for review. Should be my thing. Oh, this is, I don't, enable live chat and enable slow mode should have been on already. This is the one for a couple days from now. I'm not thinking about what I'm doing here. Oh my goodness. Forgive me, my computer. I'm pushing the limits of it because I'm doing so many things at the same time. I'm using a wrong video for that. I'm using one for a couple days from now. Let me try using something that's already passed. Jazzy Cooking says I got it. Okay, videos. Live. Because we don't have videos, we only have live. Let me go to one that's already passed. So this one here. More options. And here, allow all comments or hold potentially. So that's possible to do for a video. And forgive me if I'm still not understanding, but we were looking for individual community posts. So if you're telling me that if I, let's say, disable comments on a video and then I make a community post of that video, that might disallow comments. That's a possibility. Kamikaze, thanks for coming in, and thank you for the thumbs up. If that's what you mean. But if we were to just make a regular community post, this is not my channel anymore. This is because I'm logged into the tuberchat account. Turn your comments on your community tab. I'm going to have to look at Jaden's channel. Oh, that's going to be it, Jaden. It's good. You probably have comments turned off for your whole channel. Is that it? See, if I just want to make a post only. Let me try adding something here. See, I don't. Oh, how do you reposition? Oh, I've never seen this before. You can't. It has to be square, eh? Sorry, now I'm playing around with other things. Thank you, Michael's Adventures. 63 thumbs up. If anybody hasn't yet, please do. Please thumbs up. It really does help. I put this full image. Okay, so it has to be square. But I don't see a way to limit comments on an individual community post. Videos, yes. And maybe if you have comments disabled on a video, people can't comment on a community post that contains that video. Maybe I'm going to have to try that. I'll experiment with that maybe with my own channel or with another channel and see if there's something I can do about that to give a really more clear answer. But yeah, I seem to have hit about the limit with options there. So let me get back to the channel. Here, Jaden, like, so in your defaults, there must be, it might be that you have a, that you have all comments disabled. Comments are turned off. So that, I wonder if that's on your whole channel. Oh, thank you. That's Jaden sharing my video. Thank you, Jaden. I think it's for the whole channel. That's now I could be wrong, but that's what I'm guessing has happened. So here's a video, and there. Oh, comments are here. Is this your video though? Yeah. Change your default comment settings. Choosing comment settings. If you have the community tab, choose your default settings under comments on your channel. But that's default settings. Huh. My mind is blown, officially. Yeah, I've never seen this either. Comments. I don't see anything here. Let's try advanced channel settings again. I'm just looking around stuff now. I just want to do a good combing through everything. Upload defaults. This could be a problem. Comments, comment visibility. You don't want it to say disable comments. So here in upload defaults advanced settings, it's probably not that, but we're just looking at it anyway. Permissions is not it. That's where you put managers and stuff like that. Community is where it's supposed to be. My community tab just takes a second to come up because my banned words list is huge and it makes the connection choke. Here we go. Defaults, comments on your channel. This is where you want to check, Jaden. It doesn't make sense that this would be where it is. But somehow you have them turned on. It's not here. This is where it said to look. Inappropriate chat messages for review, of course. Hold inappropriate comments for review. So I would guess that it's here, Jaden. We've been through almost every setting we could possibly find here. Yeah, has to be there. So maybe I'll do some more looking when I'm off the stream and see if there's anything that I can find. But I'm going to ask everybody for a favor, if you don't mind, and I'm going to wrap up the live stream for now. We'll be back tomorrow and Sunday and Monday, but the times change, so hopefully you got the notification bell on or you check our front page. The live streams are already scheduled here, so you can check and get notified about individual ones. But for now, if you want to head over to the link that I'm dropping in the chat and just say tuberchat raid, we're going to go over to Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder. He's a great friend and someone where we can go ahead and continue connecting. So I hope everybody will head over there and support him and continue meeting new friends and family members if you would like to. And I will see you over there as well. And thank you everybody so much for the time that you spent today. And I hope that we'll see you either tomorrow or Sunday or Monday or maybe all three. And thank you so much for engaging the conversation. Even though we hit a roadblock with those comments on the community tab, I think we learned a few things together today. And for that, I'm grateful. So thank you very much. And we'll see you.